Welcome back to the Forbidden Files. Join me as I dive into some of the most mysterious cases that, once solved, left us wondering if the truth was something we were ever meant to know. Let's see what dark secrets they hold. There are certain cases out there that, once cracked, left behind far more questions than answers. The truth behind them can be deeply unsettling, sometimes pointing to aspects of human nature or society that we'd frankly rather not confront. We often crave closure, but what happens when that closure reveals a reality more disturbing than the mystery itself? These cases often involve crimes or events that seemed completely inexplicable at first glance. The investigations that followed uncovered truths that, while solving the initial puzzle, also dragged uncomfortable realities into the light. Sure, solving them can bring a sense of finality to the people directly affected and can raise awareness about issues that might have otherwise stayed hidden. But the details of these cases can seriously challenge our perceptions of justice, morality, and even the world we think we live in. It makes you question everything. When these long-standing mysteries are finally unraveled, it can force us to reevaluate similar cases, or even the entire justice system. It's like pulling a single thread that causes a much larger tapestry to unravel, revealing a picture we weren't prepared to see. Sometimes the truth doesn't set you free. It just locks you in a different kind of prison, one made of uncomfortable knowledge. One of the most striking examples is the case of the Golden State Killer, also known as the East Area Rapist and the original Night Stalker. For decades, his horrifying crime spree instilled a deep, paralyzing fear in communities all across California. He was a ghost, a boogeyman who seemed to strike at will, leaving a trail of devastation and terror in his wake before vanishing without a trace. The sheer number of his crimes and his ability to elude capture for so long made him a legend in the darkest sense of the word. The breakthrough, when it finally came, was a product of modern science. Investigators used DNA evidence and the burgeoning field of genetic genealogy to finally put a name to the monster. Joseph James D'Angelo, a former police officer. Let that sink in. The man responsible for so much pain and fear was hiding in plain sight. A seemingly ordinary neighbor, a husband, a father, and a man who once wore a badge. The chilling reality is that he was one of the people sworn to protect the very communities he was terrorizing. He used his knowledge of police procedures to evade capture for over 40 years. The resolution of the case sent shockwaves far beyond the affected communities. It brought a complex mix of emotions, immense relief for the victims and their families, who finally had a name and a face for their tormentor, but also a profound sense of unease. It immediately sparked intense debates about DNA privacy and the ethics of using public genealogy databases for criminal investigations. Where do we draw the line between solving heinous crimes and an individual's right to genetic privacy? It's a question we are still grappling with today. The Golden State Killer's case perfectly exemplifies how some truths, once revealed, are a double-edged sword. We get the closure we crave, but it comes with a heavy dose of discomfort and a host of new ethical dilemmas. Reflecting on cases like this, it becomes clear that while solving mysteries can bring an end to uncertainty, it sometimes leaves us with more profound and unsettling questions about the world around us and the darkness that can hide in the most unexpected places. What are your thoughts? Are there some mysteries that should remain unsolved? If you're intrigued by the darker corners of human history and the complex questions they raise, be sure to check out my other videos. Thank you for watching the Forbidden Files. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next descent into the unknown.